Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. Honk honk, everyone. Guys, I got new lights. I got new studio lights. So you have to tell me what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you like them. Let me know if you hate them. Let me know your thoughts. I think they're pretty cool. Thank you to the one who peer pressured me into getting them. I like them very much. I think they're very cool. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. But guys, today we have more Harry and Meghan news. I'm recording this on Thursday night, pretty late, as this news has just come out. And I want to talk about it because I have so many thoughts about it. So if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed, hit that thumbs up button, make sure you're leaving comments. All of that really helps me out. And I really appreciate it because it helps YouTube recommend my videos. You'll notice I've started to post a lot more shorts as well. If you don't mind letting those run, that also helps YouTube recommend my stuff. And I really appreciate it. All right, now let's get into the story and what's going on with Harry and Meghan. Ooh, before I do, don't forget, I have a second channel, Goose Adventure, where I am detailing my weight loss. If you're new here, I've just dropped over 130 pounds. I did it drug-free, and I'm detailing exactly what I ate and exactly what I did to lose the weight. So there's some before pictures, and here's me. So check it out if you're the least bit interested. Goose Adventure. I'm detailing exactly what I did. Now, let's get into what Harry and Meghan have done. Always something, right? Always something. Okay. Let's talk this. So this is courtesy of Daily Mail, and I have so many thoughts on this. Daily Mail is reporting. We're not going to read the article. I'm just going to hit some highlights and lowlights, and we're going to talk about exactly what's going on because I have many thoughts on this. Many thoughts, and I'm sure you will too. Daily Mail is reporting Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's shock move that twists the knife in royal family feud. It's almost beyond belief. If you're like me, you're like, ooh, what now? What else could they possibly have done? They've done everything. Oh, they did something. Let's take a look. So it's being reported that they have hired a new PR exec. Okay. Anybody else smiling like this? Okay. All right. Breathe, Jen, breathe. Here we go. I'm laughing because was it this new PR exec? Like, how new is she? Was it this new PR exec's idea to post the twerking video? Or was she brought in because it was such a disaster? Go see yesterday's video where I really break it down. Where it was such a disaster of epic proportions that they had to bring in almost like crisis communication or PR or whatever that is. I would be very curious to know that. Can you imagine coming in to try to manage these two? They won't listen. They make the worst decisions at every single turn. It would be, I hope they're paying her a lot. I don't know what she can do for them. They are paying her a lot. You know they are because they just piss away money. And how can anybody fix this? You can't. They'll just continue to do crazy things and they'll just piss away money. It's what they do. Anyway, I digress. So let's talk about who they hired. So it's interesting because the person that they hired is, hold on, this woman. Who's this woman? Does she remind anybody a little bit of Jamie Kern Lima? A little bit. A little bit. Pink cheeks. Yep. A little bit. Okay. Then we have to talk in the baby voice if it's Jamie Kern Lima. Anyway, if you don't know who that is, she was on Meghan's podcast. I'm still dealing with PTSD from that. All right. So Emily Robinson was announced that she is the new, I don't know what they're even calling her. Whatever. She's going to help manage their public image. Sorry, I couldn't hold that bit. Usually I can just slow blink into the camera. Like, can you believe this? I can't even on that one. That one made me laugh because good luck. I mean, seriously, whatever possible thing she could recommend, which I can't even think of anything. And again, I came from a background of PR. There is no way. There's nothing you can do to save this they're not royal, but this train wreck. So what could she possibly recommend? They won't listen anyway, so it's going to be chaos. But here's the crazy part. You know where she comes from? The Crown. That's right. The Netflix show, The Crown. All right, let's talk about The Crown. I'm sick of this article. I just want to have a conversation with you, and I brought some notes. Let's talk The Crown. Okay. So I watched a little bit of The Crown, just a little bit. I know some of you guys really like it. It's totally up to you. I couldn't super get into it. I liked Vanessa Kirby, who played the Queen's sister. And that one, I thought she was she was pretty good other than that as a but let me know your thoughts if you like The Crown or not. But what's interesting about that is so many things. Oh, the hypocrisy of it all. So, because hiring Emily Robinson, okay, former program manager for The Crown, she was there these seasons 3 through season 6. She's now their director of communications. Okay, I just want you to think about that. So, it's a move that sparks hypocrisy and sensitivity. Um, of course, it always goes back to them trying to hurt the royal family. That's my opinion. That's what I think is actually going on here. Okay, so I just want you to think about this. So their thing is they're going to be criticizing the royal family as they do while profiting from their story. And the other thing that I think of is this okay. This is what Meghan meant when she meant she was partnering with Netflix. Does this woman I don't think this woman still has an affiliation with Netflix, but does she have an affiliation with Netflix still? Is this what Meghan meant? I'm like, she speaks in nonsense, lies, and riddles. So you kind of got to wade through the BS to figure out what the heck she's talking about. These are just theories and opinions and speculations on my part, but these are the things that I'm wondering aloud. Okay. So how about selective outrage over media portrayals? Because if you go into a lot of Harry and Meghan stuff, we didn't say that. The press said that. That's my Harry, by the way. Did I just say that's my Harry? Oh, never say that again, Jen. Don't make that into a soundbite. But selective outrage over media portrayals. Yeah, we didn't say that. We didn't call them this towards the media did. Oh no. Oh no, you did. We all saw it. You can't gaslight us into thinking that's not what happened. So hypocrisy, thy name is Harry and Meghan. There's selective outrage over media portrayal. Okay. So he's fine with it. And he's claiming that it's fictional, but it's the crown and it's talking about his family. So even if it is sometimes taking liberties, it's talking about your family and you're fine with it. It even goes into him wearing, the costume, idiot. The one he tried to blame William and Catherine for. Who could forget? Okay, can I just digress for a second and say, when I get fed up, by the way, or if I'm cringing, I go like this. I'm just going to go like this. We wouldn't have known. Okay. Had he not written Spare, he told on himself in so many ways. I didn't realize just how childish and immature Harry was until I read Spare. Oh God, Spare. Where he blamed William and Catherine for his choice of Halloween costume. I just want to remind you all of that. It's their fault, not his. Nothing is ever his fault. Nothing's ever either of their fault. Wouldn't it be interesting to go through life like that? It's focusing on their image rather than family. That's not even a shocker or anything new for them. It's prioritizing brand over reputation. So they're choosing this Robinson, who again oversaw the Crown's global publicity during its most contentious seasons. So Harry and Meghan signal they value a savvy PR team. I'm using that word lightly. I don't know if it's going to be savvy. I don't know how this is going to go, but they value a PR team to boost whatever they have going on with Love, Meghan, Rose, whatever the heck it is. Whatever they're throwing to the wall to see what sticks this week. They've hired this woman over, I'm not saying they ever could, but over even attempting or pretending like they want to mend ties with the royal family. Harry will say crap like that once in a while, but their actions go the complete opposite. So I'm not trying to say that they should mend fences. It just shows you where there is no mending fences. They've burnt that bridge. It's their fault, Harry and Meghan. So it's just interesting that this is where, and not shocking, that this is where they want to put their resources and their time and stuff. They're more about their public image while claiming to be victims. And Harry saying he wants to make up with his dad. Okay, sure, that makes sense. They're exploiting their royal connection for gain. What else is new there? Their business portfolio, including their Netflix deals, Meghan's lifestyle brand. It's just all relying back on the royal status. But again, think about how the crown. I do have. I've Googled and I've kind of written down some things about the what the royal family's thoughts are allegedly on the crown because I was curious because I've heard mixed. Some people liking it, some people not so much. In fact, let's get into that. So I've done some Googling and I tried, this is to the best of my knowledge. This is what I could find on, different ones takes on the crown. The way I'm understanding it is Queen Elizabeth II, and there's no direct statements on record from her, but sources say that she did watch a little bit of it, and that's thanks to Edward and Sophie, who brought it to her attention. She reportedly enjoyed parts of it, but she found it to be, quote, too heavily dramatized. Okay. Now, what she was upset by, she did not like the way that they, again, allegedly, we don't have direct confirmation from her, but according to sources, she didn't like how they portrayed Prince Philip. That they portrayed him as an insensitive father. She didn't like that. And then she did not like, there was a scene that involved Prince Charles with Prince Philip, and she didn't like how it was handled. So that's the speculation there. Prince Philip, secondhand accounts are indicating that he watched some of the episodes, but he was very upset by alleged inaccuracies in it, especially a suggestion that he was responsible for his sister's passing away. A friend reportedly asked him directly, confirming that he had seen parts of the show. So if you believe that, I'll say allegedly. All right. Prince Doofus. Remember when he was on James Corden? Who could forget? I notice I do that a lot, by the way. I feel like I'm talking directly to you now, like with all these lights and stuff. I'm talking directly to you, and I make faces at you because I would do that if we were talking to each other. Like, can you believe they went on James Corden? Of course. It's not even that I'm shocked that he went on James Corden. Of course he went on James Corden. James Corden and Harry are birds of a feather, right? Ooh, that's funny. Okay, yeah. I digress. There's a song I'm really into all of a sudden. It's called Birds of a Feather I've been listening to. It's by Billie Eilish. I know I'm not trendy or cool, but it's actually a pretty good song. Okay. It's catchy. It's not the Lunchbox song. Anyway, Prince Doofus went on James Corden, and he also went on Stephen Colbert. He says that he watched he said he watched both the older and the newer seasons, emphasized that it's fictional, but, quote, loosely based on the truth. So he's using it to be a victim, is the way I'm interpreting that, because he's trying to say, oh, yeah, there's so many royal pressures there. It's too hard. So if it suits him, if it makes him look like a victim or he can get mileage out of it, it's true. But if it's anti him or something he doesn't like, then it's false. Okay, that sums up Harry's personality right there. Sure. Prince William, sources close to Prince William say that he hasn't watched The Crown and finds it damaging, especially as it nears more recent events. He reportedly rolls his eyes and claims it's just drama. It sounds like he was particularly upset over the depiction of Diana in that. King Charles III, again, no official comments, but their sources, you have to take that with a grain of salt, suggesting that he is displeased, particularly with season 5's portrayal of his marriage to Diana, coinciding awkwardly with his ascension to the throne in 2022. So I do remember that. Camilla's nephew had claimed that Camilla watches it. Princess Eugenie in 2017 praised The Crown, calling it filmed beautifully with wonderful music and a beautiful story. She felt proud watching it. Princess Anne in 2020, in a documentary, she admitted to watching early episodes, finding them quite interesting. I can picture Anne. I love Anne so much. Can you tell I light up when I talk about like Catherine and Anne? I can picture Anne saying that, like, she found them quite interesting. All right. She found them quite interesting, and let's see. She humorously dismissed the claims that her hairstyle took hours to style, saying, "Nope, it only took 10 to 15 minutes." I like that that's the part she felt like she needed to clarify. And then I won't go through the rest because there's a few more royal reactions, but those are the main ones that I wanted to get to. But going back to the hypocrisy, thy name is Harry and Meghan. Um, so was the twerking, I'm stuck on this twerking video because I think that is they have had so many disastrous PR things, they really have, but I think this twerking, let me know in the comments if you agree. I think this twerking might be one of the worst yet. You have to let me know. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It really is. It's the worst, like, I won't even say misstep. They just stepped in it because it wasn't an oopsies, I'm twerking while whatever's going on under my dress is happening. She's just there twerking and, like, posting it herself, and she never I kept waiting for her to take it down and say, "Oh, no, that was just an outtake," or, "Oh, no, that was a mistake," or, "Oh, no, that was our private video that got leaked," something like that. No, she never did. So that tells me she has no sense of how big of a disaster this is. She she just digs the publicity. She digs the spotlight on her. So what can she say, I guess, right? I don't know. Um, I do want to know though, is this Robinson that suggested this? Um, let's see. If she's helping shape their media strategy, and depending on when she came on, which I think she's been on. I mean, they're putting it as a recent hire, but I think she's been there a couple of weeks. Ooh, how's that for a first week of work? Or again, what if you came in the whoever? There probably was no strategist before. It was probably Megan is the strategist, right? So you come in and you have to clean that mess up. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Um, let's see. There was something else. Sorry, I'm stalling. Why? I had some notes on this. Oh my God, the fires. The fires. That's another huge PR disaster. That I was trying to think what all have they done? They've done so much this year already. It's hard to keep track. But the wildfires, what a disaster there. So I'm not saying she wasn't there for that, from my understanding. But again, if you come in and take over a position and they've done things like that, and then you walk into a twerking situation, or worse yet, they've done the fire thing, like walking over people's stuff and being totally rude and disrespectful. And then your suggestion is what? To post a twerking video? I mean, might be time to find a new job or a new career. But I want to go back to, is this just another way to burn, sorry, no pun intended, the royal family? Uh-huh. I feel like it's deliberate provocation. You have to let me know in the comments if you agree with me. I feel like that I'm sure they were looking for some sort of, I keep calling them crisis because they're in crisis, but they needed some sort of public relations, but I don't know. Like, it feels very deliberate to go with someone from Netflix. Do you think she cut them a deal because she was with Netflix? I don't know. I just keep wondering, what the hell is the Netflix tie? Was this arranged by that Ted guy that seems to have a, you know where I'm going with that, a HO for Harry and Meghan? We'll say the opposite. We'll say a soft off. What are the opposites of those words? Okay, that. He has a thing for Harry and Meghan, we'll say. So is it, I'm just asking, I don't know. I'm just totally speculating, pure opinion on my part. Was this his doing? Like, whose idea was this? I don't know. Um, it's going to amplify family tensions, in my opinion. Not that they give a crap. And honestly, it's not that the royal family, I think, sits around and waits for anything to do with these two, or expects any kind of apology that they're owed or anything. I think they're busy doing actual work and actually helping people, while Harry and Meghan just sit around, I don't know, being victimy and playing, look at me. Um, There's just no reconciliation in sight. Again, it's not that I think there should be one, but that's just what Harold likes to talk about. So I think we have to call this BS hypocrisy out. That's why I mention it. It's not that I think that there's anything that Harry and Meghan could do at this point to make it better. It's not that at all, because I always get comments like that. It's not that. It's just, again, calling out the grifters. So basically, their decision to hire Emily Robinson, it appears hypocritical because it aligns them with the show that's known to distress the royal family. Not that they care, but it contradicts everything. They pretend like when people call out their crap, like, hey, you guys seem to post a lot to try to steal attention from the royal family. They're like, oh, no, we don't. It's like, no, you do, because I can show you, I've done videos on patterns on, it's like clockwork when they're going. I mean, this weekend is Trooping the Color. So, you know, they're going to try to do something. And yes, I will cover Trooping the Color. I've heard you loud and clear. I'll do my best on that. And we'll see what the other two are up to. Some people have asked not to do the other two. We'll just play it by ear and see what they're up to and see how it goes, okay? We'll work together. I won't combine it in the same video. I will do separate stuff. So that way, if you want to see what Dumb and Dumber 10 are up to, we can do that. If you just want to see what the real royals are up to, we can do that. But I don't know what this is supposed to do. I'm curious. Here's what I want to know. How much are they paying? This new strategist will say, how much involvement has she had so far? Because it's a disaster if she has. How much of this is Meghan going to blame on her because it's a woman? And Meghan likes to do that while pretending to, or allegedly buying awards for championing women. Oh, too bad the gala was canceled. Just kidding. That was sarcasm. Anyway, it's just an interesting timing. It's interesting to see what will happen here, but honestly, I'm more interested in the real world. I can't wait to see Trooping the Color. Are you guys excited? I can't wait to see what Catherine wears. I can't wait to see her beautiful, smiling, wonderful face. I can't wait to see those babies. I can't wait to see all of them. We usually get to see Princess Anne on a horse, Prince William on a horse. We'll get to see everybody. I'm excited. That'll be fun. So, yeah, check back to my channel lots, because as they do more crazy things, I'll talk about it. As we get actual royal news, I'll talk about that. And I'll talk about everything else you guys want to talk about. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Do make sure you're subscribed. Hit that thumbs up. Leave me comments. If you don't know what to leave, honk at me. Tell me if you like the new studio lights. I need to know your opinion. Again, I was peer pressured. I need to know if the peer pressure worked. Was my friend right, or is it too much? Let me know. Also, you can say hi to Ryan. I always do this backwards. Ryan Gosling. Hi, Ryan. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I do want to give a shout out. I'm recording with Hannah from the Swish magazine very soon. I'm very excited about that. If you have questions specifically for Hannah, she does have a YouTube channel here as well. You can leave your questions in the comments below. She's lovely, and I'm excited to work with her. And let's see, what else? I don't know. Check back lots of good stuff. I have more Dylan's collabs coming up. We pre-recorded some stuff that'll probably go up some this weekend. And then as, more things happen, I'll talk about that. And I want to thank my Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. If you'd like to check out my Patreon, it's patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Yes, it's my old name, but it's got tons of new content. 3 videos a week going up over there. Usually most creators just do 1. I do 3 because I'm overachiever. I want to give you more than you bargained for. $5 a month. You get, what's that? 4 times 3, 12 episodes a month. And so that's a lot. That's pretty good. And then for 10, you can have that plus your name at the end. So thank you to my lovely executive producers. Thank you for being here, for supporting, and thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Do check out my weight loss channel. I'm detailing what I did. Oops, that's the wrong one. What I did, how I lost all the weight, and my before and after pictures. I think each episode I've shown a new picture of my before and afters. And so, yeah, I'm always vague on the weight. Ooh, because at my heaviest, I did not get on the scale. I have a vague idea of how much I weighed, but I know for sure I've lost at least 134 pounds. Probably a lot more than that, but we'll just say 134 because I'd rather underguess than overguess, but it's a lot. You can tell a difference. So check it out at Goose Adventure. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Let me know your comments on all the nonsense, and I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Have the best day. Happy Friday, everyone. Honk honk. Oh, and I know a lot of you guys are asking for lives. I will do a live again soon. It's just been a chaotic time behind the scenes. So give me a little more time and I will get back to my lives because I miss them too. I miss you guys. I'm sending you big goosey hugs. Ready? Big goosey hugs. Let me know what you think of the lights, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye. I'm not twerking. Don't tell people I'm twerking. My God, I'm still stuck on the twerk thing. Hey, if you feel like it, I just did some shorts. I'm really trying to like close this gap to the 200,000 subs because I'm so close. But watching the shorts is a good way to do that because it recommends my videos to people that aren't necessarily subscribers. And if I tell my subscribers, like you wonderful guys, like you wonderful flockers, to go watch it, then it'll help make all that go boom. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on all this. And I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. All right. I'll talk to you later. I'm dancing. I'm dancing. I'm matching my background. Can you tell that I like the color blue a little bit? Just a little bit. Okay. Have a good day. Bye. Ah, so many lights. The lights are so bright. It's a little intimidating. Bright lights. Okay. I'm a gremlin now. Bright light, bright light.